Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, a massive thank you going out to everyone who's watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. I appreciate you all. And today I am in Abbey Woods. So this video is going to be slightly different, just because a few videos deep in YouTube I realized that I haven't really introduced myself yet. So here are a few things about me. So a few things about my background. So originally I'm from Slovakia, but I have Hungarian heritage. I grew up in a tiny village next to the Hungarian border. Approximately 500 people live there. Tiny and a lovely community. So I moved to England about 16 years ago, and since then I'm roaming the streets of London and other places of the world. I've studied tourism and hospitality, not with the biggest interest, but I had to finish something. In London I've been working in kitchens, restaurants, pubs, and I have to say that I'm actually a pretty good chef. First I was working as a kitchen porter, washing dishes and keeping the kitchens tidy and clean. I think I had more potential, and I just became a chef like that. Well, that's not true. I actually worked my way up on the ladder. It is a difficult ladder to climb, but if you really want to do something, then you can do it. But still, my main passion is all about music, drumming, making music, playing the drums, looking at the drums, practicing the drums, visiting places to practice the drums. At the age of 13 or 14, when I was listening to Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine, very aggressive music for a early teenager, I really enjoyed the grooves. So I picked up some pencils or whatever, long sticks, and I tried to imitate the drummer in the air. I was basically air drumming with sticks in my room, instead learning for next day's lessons or doing homework or anything like that. So I decided to take a few lessons from this Hungarian Ukrainian guy. Obviously after school it was one lesson per week, and let's just say he wasn't the best teacher, but I did learn a few things, like a few rock grooves, how to hold the sticks, and that's it. So after finishing with the lessons from that guy, my parents got me a second-hand Amati Czechoslovakian drum kit. The kit was very old, rusty. So I was playing rock grooves in my basement, and a few times we jammed with my friends. But later in my life I sold that drum kit for 100 euros to one of my mates. And since then I haven't seen that kit. When we had the COVID pandemic and everything shut down and locked down, I was without a job and had to stay at home doing nothing, looking at videos on the internet about drumming, and somehow the ball started rolling. I got myself a second-hand electric kit and started playing the good old grooves, what I was used to. Also decided to get some professional lessons and professional advice from an actual legit drum teacher. It was a really good decision. It reignited the fire in my belly to focus on drumming, and I dedicated most of my time just to practice. So while everything was on lockdown, I was practicing drums from zero all the way to, well, only what I know now. Then I rediscovered the importance of the single stroke, the double stroke, the metronome. Also, I discovered the paradiddle, and I realized that the paradiddle is one of the rudiments that gives you the best dynamics. So keep on practicing the paradiddle. So I've seen an ad on Gumtree, this band called The Odd Project, and you know, they took me in. I started jamming with them, and finally one of my childhood dreams came true with this band. It was playing a live gig, and it was the most amazing experience what I ever had. So we carried on gigging. We had a few shows in London. We done some gigs in Bristol, and we managed to create a few songs, and also we recorded our first EP, what you can check out on Spotify, and also I will link it down in the description, so have a listen. Tell me what you think in the comments, or don't. So we still have plenty of material, what you don't know about, and there's plenty of new music coming your way soon. I'd like to welcome you guys to my balcony. It's a bit more noisy here, but we will give it a try. The first time I thought about creating a YouTube channel was when my lovely girlfriend mentioned it to me, that it would be really cool to see you on YouTube. I wasn't really a big fan of social media and these different platforms. Definitely not TikTok, but I made my first Instagram account and I started doing reels and little stories about drumming, which escalated into YouTube. So when I visited the UK Drum Show in 2025 in Liverpool, I had the amazing opportunity to meet a lot of drummers who I look up to and who I follow on socials, and it was a really nice experience to have a personal chat with them, and I felt like they helped me a lot on progressing in my drumming, and I decided to give back something to the drummer community. So I started my YouTube channel this year, where I always go to different rehearsal spaces, drum rooms, drum studios, and just show around what sort of equipment, drums and other things are inside the studio. And I just want to show these places to people or musicians who do not have the chance to practice at home, that you can go to these places and just, you know, book yourself a room and be as loud as you can. You can practice anything. There is plenty more of these rehearsal spaces and studios all around London or England, what I still need to discover. I really hope that it keeps you entertained, because it is very interesting for me to see all these places and get to know all the people who are behind the scenes in these places. Also, if you guys have any recommendations, what places shall I visit next, then you know, leave a comment, or any questions about any places I visited, please do ask a question. And now I would like to show you guys my home kit. Nothing special, it's just, you know, an electric kit. Keep the neighbors quiet if I can. So this drum kit is very close to my heart because it made me realize my passion in life, which is playing the drums and all that comes with it. Alright, this is it. This is the Alesis Nitro Mesh kit. It's a little bit dusty. So I had this kit since 2020 and since then it works perfectly. It has lots of sounds, but I don't use. I only use the first drum kit, which is in the module, because that's the original drum kit sound. I don't need all these special effect sounds. I just need drums, cymbals. What are your thoughts about the Alesis kits? Because it's getting very, very popular and they are just everywhere. So I have the headphones connected to the module if I want to play silently. Also I have speakers connected as well, which I can swap if I want to play loud, but that doesn't usually happen. But today I will show it to you. So this is how it looks. I have hi-hat, crash, we got the snare, module right here, one tom up, tom down, which is a pretty cool setup. I really like it like this. And then we have the ride and another crash. It's a pretty cool setup, isn't it? Oh yeah, and the kick. Unfortunately, I do not have the actual hi-hat stand for the hi-hat. It doesn't have the best hi-hat connection, but it still works properly. So let's have a listen to the drum kit while I'm the only one who can hear it. Not that interesting, isn't it? So I'm going to swap over for the speakers and you guys can hear the actual drum module sound. And now the moment we all have been waiting for, the actual drum sound. I have the first drum kit on the module. Check it out. That's your chick sound. Crash number one. You got the same size snare than every other drum. That's the middle. You got the sides. You can do rim shots as well. Tom, tom, tom. Right. And crash number two. It's really cool. And the kick. Tell me what you think. So we found a very interesting drum kit, which is the number 17. Check this out. So I hope you found this little introduction video interesting. and sorry for being late with it, but better late than never, innit? So tell me your thoughts on the Alesis Nitro Mesh kit. What do you think? I mean, it's a pretty cheap kit, what you can get secondhand for like £250, and then you can just start drumming. That's how I did it. Also, I'm making videos with a GoPro camera, so if anyone wants to recommend me any vlog camera options on the cheaper side, then go ahead, leave it in the comment. This was it for today. Tune in next week, where I'm going to be in some different rehearsal space or drum room. Who knows where? I'll find one. So until then, everybody take care, and I'll see you later.